Every planning will be done for the future and not for the present or the past. Always planning is called for future. That's why it is called planning is a futuristic. Planning is required for all types of business or all levels of management or any activity maybe that planning is required. That is why it is called planning is B.Ba. Authority, responsibility, accountability should be given properly. Then only there will be proper coordination will be there in the work area. Warm welcome to first sem B.Ba student. The subject we are discussing management principles and practices. We have finished our Unit 1 and we have entered to the Unit 2, Session 1. I am Professor Rajesh L.R. from Department of Commerce and Management from Vidhyaashram, First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Today's session is very important for a great entrepreneur to be a great entrepreneur or to become a successful businessman in the business activities or in the business field. Our people should know that these concepts so they can succeed in their life easily. The chapter we are going to discuss is planning and decision making. In today's agenda, we have what is planning, definition of planning, purpose of planning, features of planning, and importance of planning. So first we'll discuss about meaning of planning. Planning is deciding in advance what to do and how to do. Say always planning is called as 1H and 5W formula. Always planning is called as 1H 5W formula. How to do, why to do, when to do, where to do, what to do, who has to do this one. This is the 1H5W formula, what we are going to call. That is why the meaning it says for us, planning is deciding in advance what to do and how to do. Means they're asking us in such a way that before doing any activities, plan in such a way that what activity has to be done in the beginning and later how it has to be performed and when we have to start, and next what has to be done properly, where it has to be done, when and where and why and what has to be done. These things, if you analyze it properly in your business, there'll be no hurdles at all or there'll be no failure in your business activities. Planning is one of the basic managerial function. Without planning, if I'm doing my business, then definitely there will be a loss or we are going to face huge risk in the business activities. Before doing something, the manager must formulate an idea. They're saying that if you are going to do any business activities, first create an idea. What has to be done? Now, which business has to be started, when it has to be started, why it has to be started, where it should be started, for what purpose it has to be started in certain particular region, geographical area. Or if we are doing any business activities, create an idea in such a way that what has to be performed and how it should be performed, why it has to be performed at this point of time and where it should be performed, who has to perform. So like this, if you develop an idea, so then your business will go in very smooth way and all the business activity will go according to the strategies what you made and according to the ideas what you have. According to that the business will be done or the activities will be go smoother and easier. There will be no problem in the organization. It is one of the basic management function that bridges the gap from where we are and where we want to reach. They're saying that it is going to build the gap what we have here, where I'm standing and from where I have to go. So the difference what we have the gap here, that will be filled if you have a proper planning, or else definitely every business person or individual will struggle in their life, or it may be in the business activities or in their life strategies. So now you decide where you are and where to go. If you plan in such a way that definitely there'll be no hesitation in going forward and doing those work if you have proper concepts. If you don't have proper concept, definitely you're going to face lots of issues or risk, or you may face certain hurdles which may be cleared, but you'll be not in a position how to clear that one because you don't have any idea what type of issues may arise in future. If you have a plan, that one, so I can face that one. I can change the strategies easily. If you don't have plan, so we can't do anything. This is the meaning what we have here. 1H5W formula is the planning concept. Next one, definition. Definition says that planning is an intellectual process which consciously determines the future course of action, and planning decisions are based on purpose, facts, considered estimates. They're saying that one planning is nothing but every planning will be done for the future and not for the present or the past. Always planning is called for future. That's why it is called planning is a futuristic. And always the planning will be done based on certain purpose or certain features, concept. Means why the planning will be done will be decided earlier itself, that for what purpose we are planning, whether to reach the goal. If you want to reach a goal, you should have a proper planning. That is the purpose. I have to reach here, I have to succeed in my life. And always the planning will be made on facts, and it is considered as estimates, like it may happen, it may be happen, or the concept may be in this way, or the concept may change in the future, or the concept is going to be like this. So it is called as planning. Say, for example, you people have decided that one, which chapter has to be read and what it has to be read. See, before going to examination, you people are deciding in advance which chapter I have to study and what I have to study. See, that is the thing, planning you're making. If I study the first unit or second unit or third unit or fourth unit or fifth unit, so which will be, you're estimating the thing that one, which unit is better for me to study well and write in the semester exams, which I can secure centum marks easily. So which unit I have to concentrate more? You're estimating that from which unit the weightage of marks will be more. So like this, estimation is nothing but the future things what we are going to estimate in the present scenario based on the previous thing what it has happened. Say, based on previous, we are going to just analyze what it may happen in the future. Like this is a thing what we are doing. Planning is always based on previous for the future purpose. So this is the definition meaning they are providing us. Next we have here purpose of planning. In the definition they said purpose of planning. Purpose of planning means, see, planning always provides the direction for all the business people here in which way have to move and what step has to be done in the initial. Like for example, if I want to start a business, so I have to check that one, the geographical area of the business where we are locating. So it gives a direction. So which business has to be started here in this geographical area. So what I have to do and which one if I start now for the present scenario and the present requirement in the society. So which supports me to get success in my life. So like this, it is going to provide the direction for every entrepreneur or the manager or the top level management or the middle level management, what has to be done, who has to do, how it should be done, where the work has to be started, when it has to be started, why it has to be started, at which level it has to be started. Planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. They are saying that when if you properly plan your business strategies, definitely the risk what it may come in the future, that can be avoided easily. Means we can't avoid 100%, at least I can manage that one and I can get support for the business success. Or else if I don't know that what type of risk it is going to come in our business life, so without knowing that when if I enter to the business tomorrow, I may lose entire my personal assets as well as the value in the market, or it may be in the business value what I have built in the market. For that reason, think properly before starting any activities, plan properly, and think that when what type of circumstances we have to face either internally or external with the internal or external forces which may come in our business life. Next one. Planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. They're saying that when if you have a proper plan and if you work out in such a way that when there'll be no wasteful activities either in the divisional level, either in the divisional level or department level. They're saying that one. What is that one, sir? Why it is going to happen? Like, say, without informing the thing, what has to be done and which division has to be done. See, we had a meeting here where we had division A, division B, and division C. Division A is electronics, division B is cosmetics, and division C is footwear. So, in my mind, I had a plan. I have to discuss certain points with the footwear division. So, whatever the ideas were given, that should be implemented in footwear division. But while discussing, I never said that one, which division has to be adopt these concepts. So what has happened here? A, B, and C. All the people have started to follow the same procedure, whatever we have discussed in the meeting. So what has happened here? The work has been concept what we got here, it has got overlapping and wasteful. Means that it was a waste for the electronics or cosmetics which was required only for the footwear. So that can be reduced. So I can say clearly that one, which division has to implement and what they have to implement, when they have to implement the ideas or the thoughts or the requirement what we are discussing in the present meeting. So if I don't convey the message properly, it is going to be a wasteful activity in the organization. Planning promotes innovative ideas. When you start planning here, so always you'll get different types of ideas, what should be done. Like for example, if I'm producing a product here, so in your mind, it comes the design, color, weight, and quality, everything in your mind, it comes in a different way. That when all the people are giving a square shape, why can't I give for rectangle shape? Or why we can't give a product in a triangle shape? Or why we can't give the product in an oval shape? Or why we can't have the circle shape within that one can we have a square that one? See, I'll be getting a different types of thoughts and ideas to design my product. So which type of product is there in the market and which design may be created and made innovative concept where it can reach the people easily and attract you to them and where I can succeed in my business for the future aspects. So next one, planning provides or facilitates decision making. If you are going to start any business here, planning will always support you to take a proper decision at the proper time, at the proper place. So if you have taken a decision with the aspects of planning, definitely we consider that one, there'll be no loss in the business at all. Sometimes based on my wrong assumptions or based on my wrong facts considered, the planning may have be faced certain losses. The planning what we have made, it may not support us because the consideration what I've done here, it was wrong. But or else 99% the planning is always a success concept only. It is not a failure concept. The failure we have here only when we don't do proper planning or proper decision has been not taken according to the planning. Next one, planning establishes standards for controlling. If I want to control the business activities here, so then what we will do here, for example, standard controlling is nothing but here, we're going to have a standard and actual. Say, labor A and labor B. We say that when the standard is fixed for both was 15 units, where labor A has done 18 units and labor B has done 10 units. Say, both the laborers were given the same number of units here, where they can produce for 1 day. But laborer A has produced 18, laborer B has produced 10. So I'm going to make comparison here. Why it is shortfall? Why there was unfavorable production in the concept of labor B, and where labor A is favorable concept here, how he has done that one, why the other person couldn't do that one. So to control those activities, first we're going to fix based on the capacity and based on the normal concept only, the standards will be fixed, that will be compared with the actual output or actual performance or actual concepts. Then if there is good relationship in that one, we're not going to analyze. If there is any negative relationship, definitely we have to analyze that one, where we have done a mistake or where the problem has occurred and how it occurred, how to create, means remove that one by creating new innovative ideas. So like this, it is going to support me. So this is the purpose of planning. So first write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. It is a 10 marks question. First write, planning provides direction. Planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. Planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. Planning promotes innovative ideas. Planning facilitates decision making. Planning establishes standards for write all the 6 points, then explain each and every point where you can secure the allotted marks easily. This is a concept what we have for purpose of planning. The next one we have here, features of planning. Features of planning is nothing but, again it is a 10 marks question, achieving objectives. Planning is an achieving objective. Planning is a management function. Planning is pervasive. Planning is continuous process. Planning is futuristic. Planning is decision making. Planning is mental exercise. What they're saying, whenever you do planning with 1H and 5W formula, always your concept will be to reach your goal. Always the plan will be made to reach your goal only, not for other purpose. And you're going to make a plan in such a way that where the goal can be reached without any hurdles, without facing any type of risk, or where we can achieve easily the goal what we have set. So that is why it is called planning is achieving objectives. So planning is first function of the management. So management functions we have here: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, reporting, and budgeting. See, but actually normally they say 5 functions, but normally we have 7 functions here. In that one, planning is the management function, organizing is management function, staffing, directing, controlling, all these are management functions, and reporting and budget are part of these functions. That is why we are going to say only we have 5 functions, because reporting and budgeting we included in other management functions. They are saying that, and for that reason we are not going to consider reporting and budgeting. But normally we say planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. This is the word we have to remember, the management function. So that is why planning is called, it is a management function which will be done by every level of management. But the major planning business activities will be done by top level management. That is why it is called mental exercise, where the top level management will decide all the things and plan in such a way that where the process of work can be done easily and without any issues, either internally or externally outside. So next one, planning is pervasive. Pervasive is nothing but universal. So planning is required for all types of business or all levels of management or any activity it may be that one. Planning is required. That is why it is called planning is pervasive. Planning is a continuous process. Planning cannot be stopped. They are saying that one till my business is existed in the market. So planning is always there. That is nothing but still I'm alive. The planning will be there in each and every step, what we are going to do and how we are going to do that one. Planning is futuristic. Already I've said you that one. Planning is nothing but always the planning will be done for tomorrow, not for yesterday. So for that reason, we are going to call planning is futuristic. Now I can't decide now by see, Yesterday, there was a match between India and Australia, the World Cup finals, where we have lost the match. Can I sit and decide now what should have been done yesterday? We can't go and change that one. Already the incident is happened only. We can't do anything. So we can plan in such a way that when in future, we should not do such type of mistakes in the upcoming matches or in the upcoming tournaments like this. It has to be done here. Planning always will be done for tomorrow. Tomorrow is nothing but the future concept. Decision making. Planning always helps to decide what has to be done and how it has to be done, what has to be done, who has to do. See, it gives clearly for you people that when all the 1H and 5W formula which supports your business to stand in the top where nobody can touch you people if you have a proper planning and strategies. Planning is mental exercise where these concepts will be done by the top level management and they're going to create a new ideas. They think in a new concepts and how to adopt the strategies in the market. See, planning focuses on the goals already I said you people. Management, the first planning is the first function of management. It is universal. Planning is universal. Planning is continuous process. Planning is futurist. It will be done for the future. It involves in decision making. Who has to do, how to do, when to do. Mental exercise. The top level intelligence managers use their brain and draft the plan for the organization. This is the concept what we have discussed in the features of planning. It is a 10 marks question. Write all the points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points, then explain each and every point. So the allotted marks, whatever it is that you can secure easily without any hurdles in your semester examinations. The next concept what we have here, importance of planning. See, always if you have a proper planning, planning always increases your efficiency. So in every organization, we should have a concept called hour. Hour is nothing but optimum utilization of resources. Optimum utilization of resources, which turn leads to efficiency. Efficiency in the sense use of limited resources and coming out with quality and maximum output. They're saying that when instead of having huge number of laborers, have less number of laborers by utilizing their skills properly and their thoughts and ideas properly and make efficient use of the things from the employees where with the reduced cost and with the huge impact on the organization benefits. Reduces business related risk. Planning always reduce the business risk which may come in future. They're saying we can't reduce 100%, at least I can reduce certain business risk because already we know that when if we are planning in this way, it may happen or it may not happen. So at least we can manage something or we can change certain concepts in the future if it is required. If my planning is not working out properly, then again they have to sit and think what has to be done and how it has to be done for the next things where we should not get failure in the business activities. Planning facilitates proper coordination. Always for all departmental activities, there should be coordination. If there is no coordination, the work cannot be executed properly. That is why planning should be made properly and the responsibilities has to be given properly. Delegation of authority should be properly. That's why we are going to call ARA should be proper. Authority, responsibility, accountability should be given properly. Then only there will be proper coordination will be there in the work area. Aids in organizing. So if you have a proper planning, what has to be done, how has to be done. So it supports you people in certain things like if I want to generate finance for the business, so definitely whether own investment is required or if I'm going to get the finance benefit from the market. So way to get that one, how to get the benefit from the market and for what type of businesses the government is supporting, whether there is any collateral securities has to be given for the loan what we are going to raise here, or whether any action will be taken by the organizations for to raise the funds here by issue shares or issue debentures like this. If I know the concept properly and if you plan it properly, definitely it supports in all the concepts, not only the finance, production, marketing, and even for sales and other business activities. Gives the right direction. Always planning will provide a proper direction for you in which route I have to go and how I have to, if I want to reach that place, how to reach that place. It is going to give direction. It guides us. It says that when this is a proper direction where you have to go and you can achieve the goal easily. Planning keeps good control. When you have a proper planning, definitely there'll be no problem. Already I said that if you have fixed the standards, you can compare that one with the actual output. So it is going to give proper control of the work, what should be done, when should be done, where should be done. Like for example, if I want to start a business, so which product I want to launch in this present time. Majority of the people will say that when this is a time where we are going to have the winter season, so let me start with the sweaters, jerkins, or raincoats. According to the market survey, I should not start that business. I have to start a business called the not for the winter season, for the summer season. I have to start like I have to have the cotton wear business. So because if I want to start a jerkin or a raincoat or a sweater concept business now, the cost of raw material will be high and the cost of production will be high for me. And after producing the product here, I cannot sell that one in the market. But for this cotton material, the cost of raw material will be very less. The production cost will be also less. I can enjoy purchasing the products at lesser price and with the huge profits what I can earn for the future. Get ready with all your products for the next summer season where you can earn money like anything. So if you have a proper planning, it gives you to control all the business activities. Management concepts what we have here, it is going to help achieving objective. If you have a proper planning, so you can reach your goal without any hurdles. Every time the planning is motivate the employees, it increases the efficiency employees, it increases the performance level of employees. If we proper plan made and if we support the employees, what should be done and what should not be done and how it should be done, and what are the things should not be done at this present level for your growth. If I say and if I support them, definitely it is going to increase their efficiency. Encourages creativity and innovation. Always planning will increase the innovative ideas. It gives a new creation in the ideas. Already I said that when it may be in the area of advertisement or in the design of the product, color of the product, or like anything like required for the present scenario. Planning helps in decision making. If you have a proper plan, it supports for your future what has to be done. So you can take a proper decision so that based on that, I can where I'll be tomorrow. It's going to give clear picture for me today itself. So based on that, I can decide whether I can start the business or not, whether I have to start it tomorrow or day after tomorrow or in the next month, or when I have to start, when I have to invest, how much I have to invest, how to invest that one, and how to get back that money here. So it gives clear cut picture for me, and it makes us to take proper decision for the business activities. In the upcoming session, we are going to discuss the steps in planning process, objectives of plan, types of plan, and limitations of planning. Thank you to all my dear first year BBA students. This was the unit 2 planning and decision making we have discussed here. It was a first session. We have discussed the meaning of planning, purpose of planning, features of planning, and importance of planning. Namaste to all our BBA students.